Hello, it's me again. It's that naturopath from my wonderful friend here, the Bucket. In driving over here today to come up, it's a couple of miles from my home to do this marvelous hike. I got to looking at the hospitals that are currently being built and the millions of dollars that they're preparing and building facilities to accommodate disease and the such. Accompany that with a statistic that I came by last week. They said that 1 person out of 1,000 would be free of pharmaceuticals dealing with chronic disease by the time they reach 65. That was a crazy number to me and quite frightening. And I was curious as to look at the hospitals and walking through them and looking at the folks waiting in the waiting room, what it really takes to get in there. And the summation was, with all of the suppliers of quick foods in the office, when we start eating processed foods, lots of sugar, foods that are dead, foods that have no life in them, that have been denatured, and you see this continually sizing that's going on in the United States today with people, and you look at the relationship to what they eat and their size and what they're doing to become diseased, that's what it takes to get into that hospital. On the other side of the coin, I thought to myself, well, what does it take not to get into that? And that one person that I'm talking to, or that group that wants to avoid that, here's some possibilities. First, we are an organic being, and we thrive on organics. And to have processed foods, things that have been killed, things that have been chemically treated, they're really toxic to your body, and they begin to kill tissue. So if we're going to avoid that, it's going to take a little bit of work, but I can guarantee you, if you'll follow me in the coming weeks, I'm going to show you explicitly not only how to do it, but what it will do to your heart rate, what it will do to the potential of disease, to your energy, to your performance, to your recovery rate, to your cognitive skills. Those things that I want to address, and let those who want to say, gosh, that really makes sense. And if they're willing to make a small effort, maybe we could avoid one of these multi-million-dollar buildings. It's no surprise to me that energy is of the biggest problem in America, and what we're doing to facilitate that is with the energy drinks that we have, the quick fix that we have, that burst of energy that you just stimulate a cell, and you go down the road for a little while, and we do not understand the devastation that has biochemically in the body. What I'd like to introduce you to is it's a little bit sciencey, but it's called ATP. It's adenosine triphosphate. It's how 95% of the energy of the body is produced. And in doing so, there's a host of side effects, such as nitric oxide that's produced, things that actually cause the cells and the arteries to expand and contract, which obviously, if you can get a cell to expand and contract, you're talking about tissue. You begin to see what blood pressure would do if that in fact works. And we know that nitric oxide does that. Secondly, we want to address this thing called the immune system. If you look at the diseases that are out there, there's always fat, and there's always inflammation. And I say that with maybe a little deference, maybe I ought to back off the always part, but it's there. And when you look at the colon and the processes that we have to eliminate the waste that we produce, the fact that we're eating foods that now science is calling cell junk, they can't get it out of the cell, causing constipation. And within that realm of constipation, there's obviously depression, Candace Pert writing in Molecules of Emotion. There are all kinds of negativity. Senior citizens that are concerned with a compromised immune system because they can't get their gut cleaned, and the bacteria that they need to process that. In other words, we are a living compost pile. That people need to understand that when you get that flushed out, not only do you need less energy to go, you produce less toxins from the energy, but you perform. Your cognitive skills, they truly go through the ceiling. Those are the things that in the coming weeks, and I will be doing a by the system approach to how you can get healthy, how you can enjoy this lifestyle of being out in the woods and enjoying this, to me, this incredible country. That's my wish for you. That's what I'm going to do. So thank you for joining me on this March morning, high in the mountains of Colorado, overlooking my city. Again, see you.